Okay, then I'm on my way.
No. Yeah. I meant like the game is the two brothers that are in the tournament against each other. I'm pretty sure they were all posting about how both of them got in. So Toby is on the zero deck, correct? And Joseph is on Jack combo? Okay. They are presenting for cut. A few seconds maybe? Do you want to both refresh real quick? Yeah, like out of everything, you wind up this like it was like when Sarah and Jackson had that we get 2 in the top 8 for Brewhouse, and they wind up being the 2nd and the 7th seed, so they have to play each other. Alright, let's find out if the Zero deck can actually hit a stone besides Black Silence. Alright, so nope. The Priscia deck, wow. The Priscia deck just gets the nuts. Let's see.
Well, one elf and 2 regalia.
Butterfly for Barrier Shadows.
He has to or he loses.
Yep. And I can definitely see he has another Horn and a Gwyn. I don't know I think the card in the far is a Marabella, which will also come down next turn. At least the Marabella is easier for this deck to answer than Skyscraper Giant. Yes, and that card in the back is Marabella. I saw double red, so. Alright, so he's going to use the mana from the elf to tap the lake, not the horn because the barrier. Well, no, because see, he doesn't actually have the mana required, because what will happen is he'll pay the stone, the energize, and the elf, and then he'll flip, so he'll get to attack once, but only for 12 damage.
I mean, okay, so flipping there is wrong, because Zero will flip back over into you and just stand there and null you out.
He doesn't have 2 white steward stones, so he couldn't.
Yeah, he couldn't.
Maybe it's correct then?
It's a possibility to flip there.
I don't think it's correct.
I don't either. I think being at 1 mana for the rest of the game, or the possibility of 1 mana, is not where you want to be, especially in the Jack combo deck. I think you want to get to about 3, maybe 4 mana, unless you're killing in 1 hit.
Yeah, well, the fact that he also has the Marabella in hand tells me that he's going to want to keep going into mana. Like, he's going to want to have to. Well, if we top 8, we get to experience this together, playing each other at some point. I like this guy's white stones. Those are fancy. Those are full arts.
Yeah, but his black stones are...
Oh, the noble!
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Rip Marabella.
Wow.
Plan.
Rip a lot of plans. Rip the elf, rip the fiery fox, rip the... Wow.
Wait, is Jack an activated ability?
No, it's an automatic.
It is? It doesn't have a cost effect to it?
Jack's an automatic, isn't it? Because you can prison Jack.
I have no idea. I'd have to check.
I'm pretty sure it's an automatic.
Look at the deck list.
Well, because of the fact that you have you have to banish it as part of.
I'm like almost 100%.
It's an automatic. It has an arrow. It's an automatic. It doesn't have a colon. Because the banish is after the effect.
Oh, don't. Okay, so then we get stone. Then we tap for a stone. No, we already tapped for a stone. Okay.
Alright. He's gonna get to push for the 10 damage here.
No, he's not, because of 0 effect.
Oh, yeah.
He's
just gonna take this.
Just rip the thing and say, no, just take your swiftness. Which is what he did. There it is. Yeah.
This Hate Bear list. We actually get to see it play. You got to see it.
Right.
You got to see Hate Bear versus Priscia.
I just wonder how he deals with this Marabella. He's got to get it off the board. Maybe he has the Zero's Magic Light that he's going to use.
That's the one thing I didn't like about the list when I was reading it, is once the opponent begins to
He can't use
set...
Maribel effects to remove it.
Yeah.
Remove the
Yeah.
Tsukuyomi. Oh my god, that's gross.
Yeah.
This Tsukuyomi, as long as he doesn't block, is stuck on the board.
No, that Tsukuyomi's not leaving board. It's gonna make things very complicated for baby. And that's probably a Zero's Magic Light on the last white will. The lockdown is about to start getting really real. Because next comes Arthur. And then the board state just goes, good luck.
Yeah, with Altea,
Tsukuyomi, Altea, and Arthur. That is a really good block.
And Barrier of Shadows, which... Ugh.
If Arthur comes down next turn, I scoop as the Priscia player. There is no way in hell you get over all of them.
Well, I'm looking at the answers that he has in deck right now, and I'm like, he doesn't have an answer for any of that.
Arthur?
No, you can't.
Question mark?
You can't Arthur Gillen, red and black.
Oh, yeah.
He is not. He isn't
Well, he can Arthur the Altain.
He can Arthur the Altain Law. But then he's got to develop a massive board state after Arthering the Altain Law. I mean, even in sideboard, he doesn't have very many answers for Arthur. And I feel like they've played this matchup a lot, too. Because they're brothers, so they've probably played this matchup like 100 times.
Oh my god, they're brothers.
Yeah, they're brothers. You just realized this?
Oh
Yeah.
god.
Zero's Magic Light, there it is. Oh, baby. The fire. Uh-oh. Here it comes. He's going to slam an Arthur next turn, and we're just going to go, like, freak out over here.
I don't think
This
Priscia
Hate Bear
wins
Zero
this
is
game.
about... Yeah, Priscia doesn't win this game.
Like, I'm prepared for, like, an Abdul.
Oh, my God.
I'm
just ready to see a slammed Arthur right now, and then be like, well, that's the Ripperino.
Does the Priscia list play Wall of Wind?
Let me see. I'm looking have it up. No, Priscius does not play Wall of Wind.
And I bet you Toby knows that especially well.
Well, they see each other's lists.
Built it.
And also, it's his brother, so they probably built it.
Know it card by card.
Yeah, card by card for each other's list. Oh, baby. Yeah, if I were Priscia, I'd be sitting here wondering, what do I do? What would your plan of attack be, Taylor, to try to get around that board state as the Priscia player right now?
Honestly, currently, I think your only hope is to find the Earth and kill the Altain Law, and then just sit under the Noble for the rest of the game. But if Arthur comes down, I think at the point when Arthur comes down, I scoop. Because even if I can eventually find the ability to maybe get Arthur, if he actually never flips that 0, that Altain Law is not dying. People forget pump. Oh, he's going to flip anyways, just to try and push the damage. But see, now at this point, even if you get the Arthur,
win game 2.
the 0 is just going to start eating your board.
Yeah.
Like, 0 is a walking removal.
That's going to stream dealing with the straw.
So, like, even though the Arthur didn't come down here, he has to amass a gigantic board to even get a chance to get over this 0 here.
Yeah. I don't even know why he's tapping any of that. He's probably thinking...
He can.
I mean, because he can, but it's like...
Yeah, it's pointless because he's...
Literally pointless because he has no swiftness. He has nothing. He's just going to flip
And then
over
the 0 will just most likely kill it on the back.
Yeah. Only... Other than that's what Sarah says. Win game 2, game 3. It's very true. Only I'd kill the Noble to use Maribel to kill the Altain. Yeah, it's possible.
Did anybody post on the US stream that we're doing commentary?
I did a little bit ago. If you want to, that'd be good.
Well, you can't post a link.
Oh, I have to. Never mind. Okay, let me.
Yeah, because we can't log in on Brewhouse more than once.
I really wish there was a way we could, honestly, double log into our Twitch stream together.
Yeah, it would help.
It would help. But it's okay.
Alright, so Look, I understand flipping the 0 because you want to end the game as quickly as possible. That's a Faria. That's a Faria.
Yeah, no, that's in the deck
That's
list.
the other lock.
That's the other part of the lock, because now he's going to prevent a bunch of damage. Now no creature is going to hit, because he's going to sit there blocking with that thing and preventing all the battle damage. So he is...
I mean, it's basically the same lock as Arthur currently.
Basically, yeah.
So, what's the interaction between Altea and... Well, no. Never mind. There is no interaction. I'm just stupid. I was going to say, what's the interaction between Altea and Arthur? But Altea prevents the other ones from attacking, and Arthur says if able.
Yeah,
so,
Altea
never
just
mind.
says
There's no interaction.
there is no interactions for you.
You know,
Denied.
when I... Oh, jeez. That is a giant.
Problem.
That's actually a problem.
Because that gets rid of Faria and
Tsukiyomi.
Noble here.
Yeah.
Huh. You know, I forget that Jack decks can just hard cast a skyscraper. That's a thing they can do.
Yeah, I forgot that as well. I mean, the fact that he has one and he just slammed it is really interesting. I mean, it's probably gonna get dealt with right now, though.
Incoming Moonbeam. Wait, he can't even giant. It's a tap effect.
Yeah, he can't giant.
Oh,
He can
wait, never mind,
attack
so-
with it, but
and
Block.
get it blocked by Faria?
yeah,
I
That's what
attack
said,
with Giant.
there's
Block.
nothing. There's nothing
But-
he can really do.
Does he have a way to get the 0 over the Giant, though?
Mm-hmm. That's a good question.
Right.
They're just gonna kind of sit here and stare at each other for a bit, I think.
No, I think, yeah. I think Toby's gonna start aggressively using his magic light to push damage.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what we see here, so... I
Yeah.
mean, he's gonna have to find somewhere to push a small amount more damage through, but 33 damage is actually gonna add up very fast.
I mean, the Giant's gonna have to answer. But he's gonna block with Faria, so he's gonna need a removal for Faria, which means he's gonna need to have an Earther on this turn to pop the Faria.
But
No,
the Faria just
no, no,
pays
no.
double white and cancels it.
Oh.
He has to have, like...
Wow.
He has to have an Earther to get rid of the Tsukiyomi.
Wow.
Yeah, he has to Earther the Tsukuyomi Noble so he can unlock the Giant to tap and blow the board. That is his only out currently.
Toby has Bedivere. I mean, honestly though, that Giant doesn't really bother him. Like, it can't tap, it can't do anything, so...
It can't hit him.
It can't hit him, it's just standing there, doing nothing.
But it
I'm
is
a
the
big Giant
scariest
herder.
aspect of the board.
Oh, yeah,
like-
that Giant needs to be controlled the entire rest of the game.
Because
Oh, he also
technically
doesn't have
what
stuff
can...
in the graveyard for Earther. That's a really good point.
Oh yeah.
Can't
He would
Fario-
need to
can't
get-
Fario Tsukiyomi out? Yeah, you can.
Yeah, you
It's
can.
only your opponents. Sorry, that was stream chat. I was like, yeah, you definitely can.
He only has an elf and a death scythe in graveyard, I believe.
Yeah, he doesn't have enough for the Earther, so he would have to Gwyn out something. No, he can't even Gwyn.
He can't Gwyn. He would have
Oh,
to.
this
He would have
lock is
to draw
oppressive.
to. What he would have to do is he would have to draw to hand size and discard a card.
Mm-hmm.
And that card needs to be at least a 4 cost. Wait, no, he has Marabellia in the grave.
Oh yeah, there's a no,
No,
Marabella got removed.
no, Marabellia
Was
got
removed.
Marabellia got Magic Light.
Yeah, he doesn't
So
really
he would have to.
the resources
He would have
per
to-
se.
Yeah, he would have to draw to hand side and discard either a Marabellia or bigger to kill. Well, no, he could discard a Jack. Because the Jack plus the Noble that's now in grave would kill the Tsukuyomi Noble. And then, so his play right now is he has to draw 2 hand size, discard a Jack or larger in creature size, and then Hydro the Earther to the top of the deck, judge, and put the Earther into play. Earther kills the Noble, and then the noble will unlock basically his entire board.
Yeah.
But I
If
feel
that
like
noble
if an
leaves,
Earther ever
go ahead. Sorry.
resolves, it won't resolve because this zero deck runs 4 seal.
That's why I'm saying you have to Hydra it to the top of the deck and flip it off of the Prisia. That's the safest way to do it. You can't counter if it comes off the Prisia.
Yeah.
In before he slams an Abdul.
Ugh.
Then we're in scoop. I think we're in scoop mode right now. Like
I mean,
having
drawing to hand size is how many cards does this guy have in hand? Like what? Maybe 4 in hand right now. I haven't seen his hand in a while, so I don't know. But
And
that's
he
a
keeps
lot of
playing
cards to
things.
draw.
Well, I mean, I guess if he plays a Jack here, he gets to block with it, so he doesn't actually have to draw to hand size. Like now he can just block with the Jack, and it'll go to grave. But see, he needs to find an Abdul, because actually the play of blocking here with Jack, Hydraing the Earther to the top, and judging would actually basically spell game for Toby. Because then he's going to get to tap the Giant twice on his turn
Yeah,
and
and
wipe.
pop
Yep.
everything.
Okay, so this is a butterfly for 3. What are you getting at 3 here?
Bedivere?
Abdul. Oh no, it's at 3. No, yeah. What?
You would pay 2 for Abdul.
No, you paid 2. Bedivere?
Bedivere. Okay. Bedivere
to
the
hit
Giant.
Bedivere the Giant. Toby's board is insane. Yeah, dude, this lock is nuts. And Bedivere is the Giant. Yeah, there it is.
But he's going to sack it first, so that way, if he finds Earther, Earther's still active. So he's going to pay the 2 mana. Okay, so I don't think people realize the interaction. You do not have to have Levitine tapped to banish a creature.
Yeah.
Untapping is part of the effect, so he paid a mana there for no reason. But that's just a note, because people automatically assume that it has to be tapped to do the banish effect, but banish is cost, and then the second effect will fizzle.
Yeah.
So if you only have 1 mana up, you can just pay 1 mana, banish the creature, and then the second effect, and then the actual effect of that ability becomes useless.
Yep.
Alright, so here we're gonna see, we're gonna see the Hydro for the Earther. So, I think Toby messed up there. If he knows the deck list, he knows there's an Earther, and he knows how much damage this Noble is doing. He should have gotten Abdul, and then that is a guaranteed game lock.
Yeah.
Once the Abdul comes down, Joseph cannot play the game.
Well, if this Earther comes down off the top right now, it is gonna wreck that
Tsukiyomi. But that's it.
That's it, because the Giant's gone.
Yeah.
The Jack.
The Jack can't get.
The Jack
through.
can't get through to get another Giant out, so it's not gonna be as problematic.
That's true, but it just unlocks the game for Joseph to play things like Guinevere's, to draw to maybe find another Giant,
Yeah.
It allows plays that shouldn't have been happened. If you just go Abdul over the Bedivere, the game is over.
Yeah. Well, killing the Tsukiyomi doesn't really do anything in this board state because the Giant is gone. If that other Giant was gone, then fine.
Okay, but imagine him now. But now it unlocks things like Marabellia too.
Okay.
Marabellia is actually the biggest concern. If he finds another one of those, he just starts tapping for stones left and right and activating that box, and then he'll just start blasting your board down. And the blast can actually kill 0.
Mm-hmm.
That Noble is doing amazing in this game. And the fact that he's just going to let it die here is extremely concerning when he should have just gotten Abdul.
Yeah. He could kill 0 too.
Oh yeah, he can just kill 0 here.
Which is actually pretty big.
Yeah, if he kills 0, the Jack gets through.
Yeah, Bedivere was a super misplay.
Yep.
Unfortunately.
I'm pretty sure Toby just lost because of that. because now he hits him with Jack by giving him.
On Zero's board is a Bedivere, the stamped one. On the right, it's a Faria.
Yep, we knew it was a red-green, and he just flies over and gets a Jack or gets a Giant.
Yeah.
And then the Giant.
Well, the Giant can't.
And now
can't tap. So.
Oh yeah. I guess it's not
Not
super
that game
over.
There's too many threats.
Yeah, but like Abdul would have just ended the game. Like, just game is over. You can't do any automatics. You can't do any
taps.
You can't.
Well, because now. Well, here's the concern now. That fox can just start eating the stones with that horn on the board. Like, it's not going to give him any. Or no, never mind. I guess it's not as bad that he's out of stones now, because here was the issue, is with the 0 on board, it was locking down the Prisia's ability to give swiftness and flying.
Yeah.
Because what could have kept happening is, but he's out of stones, is that Prisia could have kept tapping and giving the Giant flying and just killing Toby. But now he can just permanently block the Giant with Faria. But now comes the issue is
how... Zero's second effect. It's black tap.
Yep.
There's still
but
a
now,
lot on this board.
I still think.
How does Toby win?
He casts an Arthur.
Okay, yeah. But the Arthur doesn't get over the Giant.
It forces the Giant to attack. He blocks it with Faria, and then he can start attacking with Arthur. So like every single turn, he's gonna attack with Arthur. It'll force the Giant to attack into it, or force something to attack into it. If Joseph goes to attack with Giant, then he blocks with Faria. If he attacks with anything else, he just lets the other creature die. He just doesn't care. Because
you play the Arthur, you tap the Arthur on your opponent's turn, it forces a creature to attack. If it's the Giant, you block with Faria. If it's anything else, you just let it die, and then you continue to do that till only the Giant's on board.
Yeah, and then you just slowly start wiping board, and slowly start pressuring for 12, because the Giant is never going to kill the Arthur with a Faria on board. Because the Faria is infinitely going to block the Arthur, but it can't do it the turn that he plays the Arthur, so he needs to go out a couple more stones before he can.
Well, no. Faria's ability to prevent damage is automatic. Her double white is the ability to cancel a turn.
No, we're talking about reducing the flying from Prisia.
He can't get flying anymore. There's no more stones.
He can steal. 0 can take it. Wait, what?
There's no more stones. The Prisia can't give anything flying anymore.
Yeah,
so
we're out of stones. So.
And the fox can't eat the stones.
Yeah.
So
until that Tsukiyomi is off board, he can't eat stones.
So there's nothing going on here. The Prisia can't. The Altian Law.
We're gonna sit here for a bit until the 0 draws their answer, pretty much. Because
you want what we're gonna see now? We're gonna see the very seldomly used first ability of 0 come down. 0 for 1 white can pump a creature +2/+2.
Yup. Oh my gosh. He's pumping a Tama. That Tama is gonna swing for game. Go, little Tama, go. I like this. I like this. Dude, this lock is really cool.
Oh, this hate bear deck. I've been trying to figure out how to build like a hate bear-esque deck.
Huh,
this is. I like what Toby did.
I know, we talked about it for a while. We said the same concept. We're like, just throw the Abduls and the Tsukiyomis into a deck, and the butterflies with barrier, and we said the same concept. But he's counting mana. I have a feeling next turn he's gonna still need to tap for 1 more stone before playing the Arthur. Because I think that's what he's waiting on, is Arthur right now.
So this attack is very indicative of a ZML coming. The Magic Light just penny shot your blocker.
Yeah, anything here. Well, he's also going to start getting life because of the triggers here. So that
he's going to start making us lose him life.
And lose life.
And yeah, life. Attack is loss of life.
Sick 200 damage.
Hey, dude, damage is going to start getting through.
Well, because it's hilarious, because he can block with the... It's so obvious that he must have a removal, or he might just be baiting him. But you can't risk it, It's funny. Oh, a second Faria.
Jeez.
Plus, that Tama, like, if he let's say he blocks and there isn't a magic light, then that Tama just gets to attack, and the Tama was like a 6/6. It was great.
Oh, double Faria? Rip.
Yeah. Double Faria is really, really strong. Because he's just going to block whatever comes at him. Unless he wants to zero magic light it. Like, there's...
I think he's gonna use his zero magic lights aggressive.
I would agree with that. Is there a way
There's
for
n-
Joseph to win, or is he wasting time right now?
I think he only has one Earther, correct, in the entire list?
He has 2 Earthers in the list. I
Right.
believe. Let me look at the list one more time.
It's 2.
It's 2, right? Because I have the lists posted. I'm so glad I posted these last night so I could just go do these and look at these. Yeah, there's 2 Earther in the board.
In the main deck.
board, yeah. 2 Earther in the main board.
Oh, geez, that was a cheeky play. Not that it matters, but
What, playing Mariabella here?
no, he judged so that way he could flip and get the stone
Yeah, to get Mariabella counters.
to get Marabella counters, and then... But see, what does he do here? He can God's Art and give, like, one thing flying. The
And then that gets
Marabella...
removed.
Yeah.
Yeah, then you're gonna see his... Actually, like, if it's the Giant... I don't know. Taking 17 is dangerous, because then you're in
That's- yeah, I was
Can't
gonna
burn
take
range.
17. Zero effect.
Yeah, he can just...
Remove flying.
Oh.
Flying
block
or
with
sword.
Faria.
Remove flying blocked with Faria. God, this is so bad.
That's why I was like, there's too many like taxes to try to keep up with on this board state. The lock is pretty oppressive at this point. It's very interesting. I like a lock deck because it's...
I like how meticulous Toby is being with his plays. He knows he's winning, but he is taking every moment to make sure all of his plays are correct.
Yeah, I think,
And I think that's
the only
very-
questionable play was the Abdul play. I think going Abdul would have been better, but because this board state advanced a lot.
Yeah, because the zero dying cut his damage by a lot.
But it slowed the whole game down. And it got to the point where Priscia can actually, like, do some things, maybe.
No, because killing just, like, the zero on the... He's got so much mana, the zero on the front side is just shutting down everything he's doing anyway. There's no way he gets any board state with... He had that one turn where zero was tapped out. That was it.
Yeah.
I think here comes Arthur. He's picking up a bunch of mana.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he's gonna play Arthur here, he has to leave up double white, double black. You leave up the double white, or you leave up the black just in case you have to take swiftness or flying from something, and you leave up the double white for the possibility of an attack with like Skyscraper Giant, and the Faria getting removed, so you just go, I cancel your ability that's targeting it. So, I mean,
I think you
does
leave up
Joseph...
white, green, white, black, right?
Yeah.
Or maybe you
Yeah.
tap out this turn.
No, I think you can leave up white, green, white, black. I think that's the proper play. 4 mana for Arla.
Oh, God.
What? I forgot this deck runs Seraph, Arla, and Rachel, and Lucifer. Oh
Yeah,
god,
so
this
he
is
can
just...
leave up double white and then a black. That's what he did. He did what you said. Tapped 4 into Arla, left out double white
Oh,
and black.
wow.
So that he can start Arla popping things, too.
So that Faria that Pandora just rolled a 5, and it's already a 6/6, so it's getting in for 13 if it hits. Like, that Pandora is super awesome in this deck. I really like that tech.
It's also gaining him light, or doing damage to him, which is putting pressure on game.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Gale Force.
Arla is pretty much game.
Well, there's Gale Force, so... Do you seal the Gale Force here?
No,
No, you don't care.
you don't care. You let the Scale Force resolve and say, well, shit.
I'm
Oh,
going back to poke. I'm gonna go back to poking you with a Pandora.
Yeah, I'm gonna poke you with a Pandora for game. Is what's gonna happen.
So here's a question: if he attacks with the Pandora and he rolls a die, and is that a legal way to win the game since you can't win by a die roll?
Lol. Funny.
Wow, that's actually interesting. He actually has to like get damage to face. So I mean, this Priscia can swing in for a ton here.
He just blocks with the Faria,
He just
doesn't he?
blocks with the Faria, right? And then
Yeah.
nothing else happens from that point. Call it a day.
Like, I don't know what he's doing.
He's just doing it to draw cards. That's why.
Does he have a Thunder?
Why hasn't he scooped yet? Probably because
There's 90 minutes in
there's
quarterfinals.
90 minutes. It's also his brother, and so they might just be agreeing to like, not colluding, but agreeing to play like a long game one or something. I don't know. Yeah, he must think he has an answer to it, like, or he's.
Does he
like,
have lightning strikes?
No, he doesn't board lightning strike. It's a standard Jack list, man. It is literally like a flat copy of the On-Tilt Gaming list. Like, card for card copy.
So, how does he get out of this?
The only card that he can do is sideboard in Flame Trap, which would, my god, destroy that board. But that's
Seal.
sideboard. He doesn't get out of this game one. He should have scooped a long time ago. Unless Toby misplays somewhere.
But how do you even misplay from this point? Like,
Nerves. Not tiredness,
but-
nerves.
what I mean is, there is no misplay to be made outside of attacking with the Noble, which would be the biggest misplay ever.
Oh, it would be like, oh man. If he misplays like that, it'd be talked about for a while. Because he has game on board. Like, that Noble has sat there since it was casted. I saw it come down and I was like, oh no.
Game's
Oh
over.
no, game is over. See you later, Elf. See you later, Fire.
Alright, here's our magic. Here's the magic light. Oh, he's just gonna let the Pandora die?
Oh, you're a little ahead, by the way.
You're ahead, friend.
You are ahead, friend.
Oops.
You're good.
How did I get ahead?
So what you should be doing actually is not watching from the US stream. You should watch from our stream.
No, 'cause
Or-
that's more
Then I'm
delayed.
gonna be
More
behind.
delayed. Oh, yeah, you're gonna be behind. Yeah, we're screwed either way. You're about 5 to 6 seconds delayed, but whatever. All right.
Does he still
ahead.
have game? There's 3 blockers. He's got 6 untapped.
Oh, no, that's game. He's
He has enough
definitely got
attackers.
game now.
He can just push for game, right? Because he has the buff with 0 effect. And he can just buff whatever creature gets through a bajillion times.
Yeah. Well, let's see. Yeah, he can attack with double Faria. He's gonna attack with that
wow.
first.
Black Lightning? Holy guacamole.
Yeah,
Goodbye, Mariabella. Yeah, it's game.
Game.
he's gonna push
GG.
for game
He can
here.
push for game here.
Because his first attack is gonna be the Bedivere,
Yeah.
which is okay.
Doesn't
And
matter.
then
Yeah, 4 creatures, enough white, that's game. It doesn't matter what order he goes in, he has game.
he at least wants to. He's gonna pay the 1 white, so that way the Bedivere and the
Their trade.
Earther trade.
Yeah.
I'd save the white to pump.
Farias are how much? 6s?
6/6s.
Farias are 6 apiece.
It's resolving a Death Scythe. Oh, to make it bigger. That doesn't matter. Don't try to deal with that. Like, that doesn't matter. Just, this is the one time your Tsukiyomi is actually going to tap, I think.
Unless he has a magic light.
Yeah.
So he's actually pumping over the Earther. That's an odd choice.
Why? Why?
I still think he has game.
He still has game, though. Yeah, he still has game because of creatures. He has 4 creatures that can attack, guys. Just count damage. Tsukiyomi's 5, Thomas 2, that's 7. Altean's what, 3, that's 10. Farias are 6s, that's 22 damage, and he has 1 blocker. Rip.
Why? Okay, but he attacked the Tama into the Earther. I don't think he counted damage right.
Did he not count?
Please, people, count.
Is this guy just throwing the game?
Ugh. He passed the turn.
He passed? What?
He's paying mana for death save because of barrier. Chat.
What?
But here's the thing. Okay, so people don't realize it, but Barrier doesn't tack Death Scythe's graveyard effect. There was no.
Yeah, he doesn't have.
There
to
was
pay
no
that.
need to tap mana there.
The throws are so real.
It still doesn't matter. He has Guardian.
Yeah,
He has Guardian, but
Double Faria.
still.
He's just playing with it.
Oh yeah, now his brother's just messing with him. Oh, wonderful. He's like, I'm gonna make you scoop to me. That's what he's saying in his head right now. I'm gonna just make you scoop to me. Oh man.
You know, let's just put it this way. I'm pretty sure one of you would do that to each other.
Oh, I would do it 10
all
times out
day.
of 10.
All day. Like if we were sitting in this same position, one of us would be doing it. All day, every day. Because then we talk
no,
shit.
it would be me.
It'd be Galen.
Like,
yeah.
I'd be trolling him, getting to 20 Alhamid counters.
Right.
Like, hooking myself and stupid stuff.
I mean, the first time you played K4 against me, that's what you did so that you could, like, get your Exodia off. I was like, this game is just so over, but it's okay. Oh, man. All the brothers are good at this game. The Miles brothers, I guess. Oh, we got a new pair of brothers to add to the Brotherhood. The Cuevas. We got the Miles, we got the songs, we have the pages, we have the Cuevas. What else do we have?
Alright, he finally
We have the
scooped.
Vremonts. Finally! Finally! I
Picks up
swear
his
to God they can, like,
cards.
hear the stream or something. Like, we're like, scoop the dang game!
Oh my god.
What
So
is
can we
his
comment on the fact that
What is he trying to
wait
do?
a minute. If he had ever removed the Tsukuyomi Noble, he had a
He had
second
last
Noble
drop?
in hand
Oh.
and last drop. Oh, you removed my Noble and you're gonna go to use an activated ability. He would get to activate one ability. Oh, that's just great.
Oh, man. Look at this. This is good stuff. 7th seed. It's actually kind of interesting that he was 7th seed for
Look at
0.
this brotherly love, Kappa.
Because he gets to go first because he has to play his brother. So he actually gets, like, an advantage being in 7th seed here.
Well,
I
no,
like it.
you don't have to go first.
No, what I'm saying is,
The
like,
seat.
Joseph wants to go second because he's Priscilla Jack. So Toby is like, cool, I
He
get
gets
to go first.
second. No, the seed player gets to pick choice.
That's what I'm saying. And so Joseph is going to pick to go second because
Second.
he's Priscilla Jack. So Toby is at an advantage being in 7th seed
Oh, rip camera.
because he gets to go first. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I
Where
guess.
he was placed, he gets to go first. So he has an advantage getting placed in 7th and actually getting to play his brother. Toby might have taken into account that Faria can untap herself with God Art, but yeah, it was over anyways. Possibly. Toby was counting. Whatever he was counting, we were not counting, because he was counting, like, so far ahead.
What's...
Like, were we missing something? I love how they're, like, showing each other's list and neither of them are grabbing it. Because they're like, we know each other's list card for card. like, if they actually grab one of those pieces of paper, I'm going to be surprised.
There's gonna be so much shade thrown around.
Oh yeah, man, that family's gifts. There's got to be some mad shade thrown between Ryan and Aaron. Like, oh my god, the shade's got to be insane. Oh, somebody did it. So, is somebody gonna pick up the paper? You can't because you need a stone to come play. Yeah, I was gonna say you can't do that. Oh man, that was a good starting match. I'm so happy to see this 0 list like doing well.
You were so hyped last night when I sent you that list.
Yeah. I was like, oh my god, it's 0. Oh my god, it's in the top 8. Oh my god, it's the Hate Bear 0. I am so happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brian and I were
Fucking
Brian and I were like, because he was 3-1-1, so he had to have
Yeah.
won out the rest of the day.
Yeah, he
played
won
against
out the day
Perseus.
after stream.
I
He
just
probably played
destroyed
Perseus.
them.
He probably played that. So what a lot
And
of
to
people
be-
said was that Perseus had to play each other mid-rounds. And so all the Perseus started knocking each other out because mid-round they started playing each other. That's why we never saw any of them.
But we were doing all the mid rounds, like 3, 4, and 5, and we didn't see any there. I just think Prisia didn't do well this weekend. I think everyone came on Jack combo because it won, and I think Mist is a better version because of feasting.
Yeah, I could see it.
Like, the Jack version just got wrecked by feasting all weekend. Everybody came on Jack, and your opponent goes turn 2 Gwibber, and you cry. It was that simple. If you don't have the Gale Force right then and there, you just kind of, the feasting Jack just buries you, and you lose.
We have the final standings, too, after Swiss. That is amazing.
Wait, where did Anthony?
Yeah, I want to, like, I really want to look and the numbers on, for at least, like, the top 32 especially, how many Prisias actually made it. I would bet it's a lot
I don't
more.
know if we have that, but Cody Jennings just gave me the top 32 standings, so...
Well, what I'm saying is, like, all I'm saying is the fact that when you really break it down, I would say, I mean, we don't know the top 16 or whatever, but in terms of the people that, out of 170 people person tournament, what was the conversion rate? Because we don't have a day 2 conversion rate in Force of Will.
Yeah.
It doesn't really work like that. But I like to look at the conversion rate of if you walked in the room with a deck, what are the chances that you walk in that deck, in that room, assuming you're competent on the deck, that you get a top 32? And Prisia's had a very good conversion in the top 32 recently, but I don't think it would have been this one. I think the Jack combo is cheeky. I think it's a really good combo. I think it's very bad in a field where you're paired up against feasting. And I think that's something that people didn't think about when they were deciding their decks, is I don't think people thought feasting was a deck. And the Jack decks got punished for it.
Even after Bremont went and won Cali with feasting. Like, ugh.
Yeah, even after he went and won it.
Like, everyone was saying you mainboard Gale Force. I saw it in all kinds of on-tilt videos. I was saying it, like, I saw people posting about it. Tyler was posting, like, so many different people were saying, like, mainboard Gale Force this weekend. You need to, no matter what deck you're playing, mainboard Gale Force if you have green.
And, yeah, a lot of the Prisia decks I saw were maining Gale Force, but it's another one of those facts of, if they land the turn 2 Gwibber, which is very likely, and you don't have the Gale Force, your Jack is basically shut off for the rest of the game, because they will land a turn 3 flyer, and a turn 4 flyer, and a turn 5 flyer. Then you're relying really heavy on Marabellia to try and blast down the opponent's board. But that's a lot of resources to blast down the opponent's board when they've got 12 flyers.
He is mainboarding 3 Gale Force. All right, so let's talk about sideboard options here. All right, so Joseph Cuevas
Flame Trap
is obviously siding in both Flame Traps. He might be siding in the Friggs to get the Flame Traps back. And then...
I don't think that's necessary. I think Toby's looking to build a small lock piece board, and then if Toby can resolve a single Flame Trap, I think that puts Toby too far behind the insane resources that Joseph has.
So you're thinking
one Skyscraper Giant, one Marabellia. Definitely, they have to, because that's the only. It doesn't kill Altian, but it kills literally every other hate bear in the deck.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering
what actually comes out.
What Toby's site. That's the thing I want to look at.
So let's go down to Toby's. Where are we here? Okay, so Toby.
Oh, so yeah. Flame Traps came in. He's got one in his opening hand.
Yeah, that's pretty good, actually.
So I think Gale Force is coming?
Yeah. I think Gale Force comes in here. And that's it.
I bet
Madness
cut
World.
that Madness World
comes out.
Owl.
An Owl comes out, yeah. And maybe a Tama. Or no, the Zhukue, the Xiao Jing.
I wouldn't take Owl out.
Really?
Why?
Because the only option for Joseph to remove 0 is Earther. And if you have an Owl on board, they can't target the 0. They'd have to kill the Owl first, and the only removal they have for the Owl is also Earther.
Good point. Unless they Flame Trap off the Owl.
Oh, jeez. 0, turn 1...
Turn 1 barrier.
Turn 1 barrier into turn 2 Moonbeam for Tsukuyomi Noble, I bet.
That's for 3.
Nope, double barrier.
Double barrier. It was only for 2. Double barrier.
Oh, yeah.
Gonna slow this guy down a lot.
Doesn't he have
Feels
Gust,
excessive.
though?
Yeah, but it's just that feels not. I mean, maybe it's the best play he has, but it just feels like kind of useless. One is enough.
Yeah, I would have waited the turn and butterflied for a Noble.
Yeah. So he has Gust, Flame Trap, Gwyn. I'm trying to see his hand. He discards an elf, of all things. That's a
I
little
think he's
overboard.
worried about Noble. Like, he
Yeah.
doesn't want to have to rely on... Alright, this is a nice start, though. I mean, it's a little bit of a slower start for Joseph, but I think without any pressure coming out, like, there wasn't a turn 2 Noble, nothing really came down to scare Joseph into having to force a play.
Yeah.
Oh god, why the one random CFC duel? Oh, no.
Oh,
It's not okay. Come on, Toby, your Heaven's Rift are so pretty, you couldn't at least,
These
like...
are late. I love how On Tilt is late.
So I guess On Tilt's streaming too. Lol.
They're late.
There's
though.
like 4
On
streams going. Oh,
Oh,
jeez.
Obduel. That's an Obduel.
That doesn't really do anything to the board state right now.
It stops.
No.
Stops.
It stops
Marabella.
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 It
And
stops
then
an
he has a
on-curve
zero magic light
Marabella.
for the Jack.
Yeah, as long as he's got the ZMI for the Jack, then we're good to go.
Well, or he
And
can
he
just
shot the
remove
Jack.
swiftness.
Yeah. Oh, that works too.
Yeah, just remove the swiftness. You know, have a 7/7 flyer you paid 3 for, and it's gonna do nothing the rest of I'd much rather... See, in this match, if he cannot use his magic lights defensively, I think that's good. If he can use them aggressively in the mid-game to push damage, I like that better.
Yeah, I could see that.
I think the magic lights defensively are a last-ditch effort. You should be using your hate bears to block and Zero's ability to take away their swiftness to take away any surprise factor.
Late. Late.
I want to like, what's a good late
Alright,
meme?
so-
Hashtag soon.
Alright, so... No, oh my god. Joseph, come on, can you at least... These guys are horrible!
No, they're fine.
They've
They're
got
not-
they've got mismatched stones and mismatched Guinevere's. Like, come on, please.
That's what you're mad about? Oh,
Yes.
It hurts.
You don't understand. My life goal. I'm hoping they come out with a promo drag at some point. I want a completely full art and foiled out feasting deck before it rotates. That is my objective.
Yeah.
Oh, here comes Noble.
No,
Now we're in a...
shut that whole board state down again. Okay, so
Yup.
now the flame trap has to be the only thing.
But he's got it in hand.
That. Right there.
Joseph opened Flame Trap.
No, that's
But-
great.
Which one's better?
That one.
Toby has to turn on the Flame Trap, though. And knowing full well the deck, he's probably going to be very, very careful about turning that on.
We need the actual image. Sorry, we're just trolling Ryan.
I gotta troll Ryan Miles real quick, like starting that stream like 30 minutes late. He's like, oh, I'll just come in midway.
How many people did we lose when they started theirs?
I don't know. I was gonna just post I'm gonna post a meme on his because he was like, come watch the best team at Force of Will talk like, what was it? GP Texas top 8 commentary with the best team in Force of Will. Come catch some high level insight at the peak level of competition.
Cack.
The keck. So I'm gonna put a late meme because he's like super late.
I mean,
Yeah, like, if you were
a
gonna-
better player if you're late to your match.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a very, very good point. Alright, Tama.
Okay, so let's talk about answers here. The only answer that Joseph has possible in deck is Earther. And no, now we have to have Flame Trap because of Abdul.
he has it in hand. He
I know,
opened
but-
Flame
But he has
Trap.
to have
Four
4
creatures.
resonators.
So Toby
Yes.
has to overextend.
So is Toby
Which he's
gonna
not gonna
play
do
into the
without a
Flame
seal.
Trap? Exactly.
So he just seals. Does he? He plays seal remain board, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So he can
4.
just seal the flame trap then, and call it a day.
Win.
Alright. WSR is annoying because then you have to pay double black to take away Swiftness if they really choose to, but I'm surprised the WSRs are still in the deck, actually. I think that's something that can come out. I mean, they're helpful against Magic Light, but I think they're very lackluster. Alright, he's gonna judge 0 here. So that's another thing, is now that he's got Abdul and Noble, a lot of the stuff Joseph can do is shut down with 0 flipped.
Yeah. And there's the 0 flip.
Uh-oh, he's playing... Oh, I thought he was gonna play a creature.
No,
Oh,
the 0 flip is fine because he's just gonna start wiping board with 0 while sitting on Abdul and Tsukiyomi and locking board.
that's an interesting choice to use the Black Lightning on Fox
On a-
there. Like,
yeah.
I understand he's trying to push damage, but...
He doesn't need to be pushing damage right now.
I mean, he can just end the game, which could be strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's pushing damage hard. He's attacking with Noble.
Well, he can
He
because
can.
he has 0.
Because he has 0 because everything loses
And
focus.
Abdul. Like,
Yeah,
there's
like-
no way
Without
either of those
a-
dies.
Yeah, and if he doesn't play the fourth creature, the guy cannot flame trap. So his only answer to the board state is shut off. He cannot play Earther. He cannot play anything. So he's literally gonna have to like flip Prisia and sit on Prisia. Is about all he can do.
But that doesn't even work. The 0 just eats the Prisia.
Yeah, the 0 just eats the Prisia and then calls it a day. But there is a horn, so like he can buff over.
Oh, that's true.
But then
So...
He has to
But
pay
then
2.
it taps.
He has to flip 4. He can't. Double barrier.
oh wow,
Oh.
double barrier. Yeah.
Go
Yeah, he's gonna have to keep
Braves!
just tapping. So the double barrier is actually gonna matter here.
I guess. I thought 1 was going to be enough. I didn't think he would need 2, but I guess the 2 actually does matter a lot here.
Well, I mean,
He's
okay.
He's going to
well,
flip for 4, and then
I
he
don't-
can't block. Yeah, he can't block with Prisia at all, because he has 5 mana.
Or no, because he cycles a stone. Never mind.
Marriott.
Plays
Yeah.
Bella. Doesn't do
But
anything.
then, but here's the thing. Even if he does that, okay, so the 0 attacks. He pays all his mana to keep so the 0 doesn't die, and then the Tama goes, you're dead.
Yeah.
And then he still pushes for 12. He still pushes for 11 damage. And another Black Lightning.
I mean, if we have a magic light, it's game. Right?
Black Lightning is game, right?
Black Lightning.
Oh, he played Black Lightning?
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
2, 6. 6. No, or 5. He is
It's
short
close.
damage.
It's 1 turn, pretty much.
19. Yeah, he's like 2 off.
Yeah, dude. Toby played this really well. Like, just so
3
smart.
off.
I mean, what is Prisia going to do? Flip the Prisia and sit there?
No,
He
but it
cannot
doesn't even.
block the rest of this.
Well, because here's the problem. Even if the Pristia sits there, he has to produce 3 blockers. No? Yeah, 3 blockers because he only has 1 white. So he has to produce 3 blockers. Actually, no, 1 white kills him. He's at 300. Yeah, he would have to produce 4 blockers on 6 mana. 7 mana, including Energize. And that's it. Joseph finally concedes.
Yep.
He has...
Wow. 0 is top 4, babies. There we go. That
Where'd
is
0 go?
0 in top 4 beating Prisia. That is 2-0 too.
Jeez, that was a dominant performance from that deck.
So he sided in Keen Sense and Flame Trap.